Welcome to my channel. I'm Uncle Mark working on our 2011 Ford Flex. How do you take the bumper off? Is it easy to do? We're talking the bumper cover. Once you get that off, if you're trying to take the bumper off, just a couple more bolts and that'll be done as well. But we're just going to take the cover off, show you that. It's pretty easy. Let's get right to it. So let's take a look at it. First, on the top, there's a bolt and a couple little screws that are like push pins, these things. I hate these ones with the screws in the middle. Then there's an actual bolt here. I'll put the size there. Of course, there'll be one on the passenger side as well. So, take a look at that. So, once you take those two out, and take the bolt out on the end there, and this one actually goes into some metal. Then we need to go underneath the vehicle. Now under the bumper cover, there are a bunch of tiny little bolts. Ignore them. I was first thinking of taking these all off, and it just takes a little plastic piece off that's, I don't know, 6 inches wide or 6 inches deep, the black piece. What you want to do is take these out instead. Leave all those little bolts in. I don't know what you want to call them, like a push pin or a clip or something. So you want to try and get the center to come out a little bit. So a little screwdriver will probably pop it out a little ways. It's very soft though, very easy to bend. So once I got it up just a little bit, and that's the inside of it, it'll release some fingers underneath. I'll show you what it looks like. Then I've got a door panel tool that I used. I'll try and put this link in the description. This I use on everything. It's really good. I'm just going to slowly, you see how easy it bends? You just have to pull it about that far and then it should unlock. See, it's got fingers in the bottom. And when that piece pushes in, they spread out. So take that one off. There's one over here and there's one on the other side I didn't show you. I think it was missing. That'll take this black plastic piece off, which is attached to the bumper, but at least it's not on the frame now. Now if we go on the passenger side wheel well, and we're looking in the wheel well, there's a clip. This looks like it's broken too. That's hooked up to the bottom of the bumper. Then there's these 5.5 millimeter bolts that attach the inner fender well to the bumper. So I'm going to take those off. They're little bitty guys, 5.5 millimeters. Once these are off, the bumper won't be hanging on to this inner shield. You'll see it right away. That's about got them out. Don't lose them. You have to remember, if you put them back in later on, they're just going into plastic, I believe. Just little guys. Now, try to figure out how the top of this comes apart. It pulls, you gotta almost pull up, and it'll pop out of, there's little tabs in there, I'll show you. You have to be gentle with this, you don't want to break anything. Everything's plastic, at least the bumper cover is. So I was using a plastic door panel tool, a different one, to get these to come apart. You'll see they're just little fingers, they're just little. And they just kind of snap in. These two are pretty big. You see how big that hole is? You'll see it right there. That's why I was pulling up to try and pop it out of there. That's what it came off for me. This is what it looks like with it all off, just to give you an idea before we go any further. Those other little fingers go below that. They don't go between the light and that little piece of plastic. They go lower down where there's more room. I'm just trying to show you the holes. Yeah. So I'll show you back. Oh, under the light too, there's a couple little fingers here that are holding part of the bumper on. I think there's 3 of them. This is a good time to maybe give me the thumbs up if you're enjoying the video, if you're finding it helpful. That way YouTube knows I'm doing a good job. So here I'm actually taking the bumper off. I'll show you some of the things I have to force to get them off. Driver's side now, same thing. Those 3 5.5 millimeter bolts. Talking about screws. screws with bolt heads on them. Take them out. This inner part of the fender will come off again. And basically, the bumper is just hanging there after that, after you unclip this piece. I'm pulling up, and then once I got it out a little bit, I'm going to push down on it. I'm going to pull the bumper down because the other clips need to be pulled down. Gentle. Should pop out. Now I'm going to try and go under the headlight there as well. There you go, and it just popped out. If you're gentle with it. So I thought, hey, the bumper's out. Yay. No, it's still hanging on by something. I'm trying to think what. Well, in this little grill here under the license plate, there's two of those plastic screws again. The two-piece. It's a screw that goes into a piece of plastic that has little fingers. And I never have success with those things. You can't push very hard, otherwise they'll just spin. And of course, it doesn't work on an angle. So I thought, well, maybe I'll just try the little end, because they're not very tight in there. End of my little screwdriver. No, that's not going to work either. So I finally got a stubby Phillips screwdriver. And again, can't push very hard in it or the screw won't come out. This one eventually had to be fought with. Once you get it turning, well, I tried a razor blade and that didn't work very well. This little screwdriver worked better. Again, that screw is just holding some fingers in. Once the screw is out, that should be good. So you got those two off, and it should just pull ahead. One thing I noticed though is, oh, there's still something hanging on here. Right up there. The plastic is going to go where your latch is. So you're going to have to lift the plastic part of the grill up a little bit, just like that. And then it'll come out. But I still have signal lights, or those fog lights in the bottom of the grill that I didn't unhook. And I've also got the lane departure, whatever these sensors are on the side. I'll show you inside here. See to your left there? If I can unplug that. So I'm trying to do it blind, trying to feel where the little clip is and hold my camera. Then I finally figured it out. The clip is closest to the wire right there on the side. Not where my finger is. Here, I'll show you a close-up. See right there? Push that little thing down and then give it a tug. You might have to twist a teeny bit. So that was that one sensor, parking sensor I think it is. Now I've got that driving light, or fog light, or whatever they want to call it. So I thought I could just unclip it, which I tried doing. I'm going to suggest you not do this. I'll show you a better way. I'll explain here in a second. So I got the one side of the clip off. Wouldn't you know it, it's actually clipped on the other side as well, and I can't get my screwdriver in there. So what I did is I clockwise or counterclockwise turned it. You got to watch your little finger there. You might have to move that with your other fingers to turn this out, if that makes sense. See the way this is clipped? It's got a clip on both sides. Not going to get it out without doing what I did. So I just let the bulb hang there. It's not going to hurt anything. We'll do the same on this side. It's got that sensor, so I have to unplug that, so we know how that works now that we've done it once. The little tab is closest to the wire right there, so you just push down and give it a little wiggle. Sorry about the camera bumping around, but try and not even room for my hands in there. And then if I can go to this driving light or fog light counterclockwise, and it's going to hit that little tab. So I have to do some wiggling. You'll see when you try it. There's that tab there. It runs right up into it. So I almost have to pull up on the light a little bit. Now I think everything is free. It's just kind of hanging there. So I just lift it up a little bit, and it came out. Just don't want to scratch it. Be gentle. Make sure two people might be nice. It's not heavy. When you put it back on, you're going to want some help. So have to put it somewhere where it doesn't get scratched. Don't want to scratch the paint on it. And that's that. So, simple enough. If you can get those couple clips out of there and a couple little screws or bolts, I guess, it's off. Just be careful you don't scratch it if you're doing some other work on the vehicle. If you like this video, can you please give me the thumbs up? You can subscribe down in the corner as well. And you know, I have a playlist. We started one for the Ford Flex. We'll put it right here, just above the big circle. And that way, if you have any other issues with your Ford Flex, maybe I have too, they'll probably be up there. Anyway, you and your family stay safe, take care, and hopefully this was helpful to you. Until next time, Uncle Mark saying bye-bye for now. Remember to be safe. Your safety is your responsibility and should be priority number one. Also, give me the thumbs up if you like the video. Plus, please subscribe and you'll get all the notifications. It's easy. The little dog will show you how. Ring the bell. Ring the bell. Everything's falling apart.